Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another podcast episode of Hold Your Sports Bras. I'm your co-host Alyssa, aka Brown.
And I'm your other co-host Tay. I'm super excited to get into it.
Yeah, we are doing coming out stories today.
Yeah.
So we can hop on into it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Why don't you go first?
All right, let's go. Okay, so I have had quite the journey. I will say that, just to preface, I went to a very religious high school. Actually, I went, second to 12th grade.
Oh,
Baptist private Christian school.
okay.
Right? So there was a lot of homophobia. There was just one way to do things, and that's how I grew up.
And was that co-ed?
It was co-ed.
Okay.
Yes. So then I fast forward, I go to college, and I go to a Methodist college, all women.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So it was a change of pace.
Yeah.
Right. So my sophomore year, my freshman year, I didn't date anybody. But towards the end of it, I was dating this guy. Right. And it was just boring. There was really nothing there.
Valid.
Right. So I go over to his house one night. Right. And he says, listen, if you're gay or if you're not really like into dating guys, like totally amicable, like I totally get it. I don't want to force you to be in anything you don't want to be in. And of course at that time I'm like, no, what do you mean? Like that's not at all. And so the next summer I was actually dating somebody and I was in Savannah taking summer classes. So when I went home, it was a conversation of obviously, I've cut my hair really short. Like I am like full out lesbian, right?
So
it was just,
when did that change between dating the guy and then going into this next relationship?
yeah.
Like what changed there?
I think it was just the freedom of being able to do what I want. And it was just the going from high school and being kind of controlled in a way. And then going to college, having the freedom to do what I want. And I didn't find any type of happiness or confidence in dating men. It was just not for me.
Got you.
And so I was like, I did a lot of introspection. I said, let me talk to women. I think I would much rather be with women. They're beautiful. Who wouldn't want to be with a woman, right?
Sure, yeah.
So I got on some dating apps and I started talking to some girls. And I actually went back home for summer and talked to a few. But then I met somebody at my college that I was taking summer classes at. And we quickly became friends and then we started dating. And so at this point in time, I think we had been dating for a couple of months. So I was like, well, I guess I'll, tell my family I'm gay, which, at this time, I'm sure they had a little inkling of it, right?
Right.
So my parents divorced when I was young. My dad, I lived with him, and then I had my mom. And so I go over to my mom's house one day, and she's painting. So picture, I walk into a room, she's facing the wall this way and painting, and then I'm here, and I'm like just sitting on her bed. And I said, hey, Mom, I have something to tell you. Doesn't skip a beat. She goes, yeah, what's up? And I didn't say anything because I kind of froze. It's that moment of, oh no, here it comes. And she said, you're dating a girl?
Oh my God.
I didn't have to say anything. It was like just instinct. She said that and she turned around and she goes, is that what you're trying to say? And I was like, yeah, it is. How did you know? She said, Alyssa.
Oh, damn.
You're my daughter. Come on.
Oh,
So
damn.
Like, must have been the short hair and the
that was
wardrobe change that she wasn't happy with.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I am. She goes, well, I'm happy for you. Let's see. And she, invested asking me pictures. So I was very blessed in that way because, I didn't have anybody who was like upset with me or treated me any different. So my dad, bless his heart, he's a man, right? A manly man. Love him. He's my best friend. So when I told him, I kind of just like nonchalantly, I had this girl over at the house. So he met her. And then she goes out to the car and we're about to go somewhere. I come back in. I said, hey, by the way, I'm dating her. We've been dating for a couple of months. And he is just, his face is shocked. He's stunned. He says, okay. I as long as you're happy. And he's like stuttering over his words. He's like, years ago, you wouldn't have been able to do that. You wouldn't have had the freedom to do that. Times have changed. If you're happy, I love that for you.
Okay.
If you're, you can be happy and successful and do whatever you'd like to do. I love that.
Okay.
I'm supportive of you.
Nice.
And that's how that went.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
So he tried his best. He was going, and he went back and forth. He was like, Alyssa, in the 1950s.
Oh my God.
And he started, I was like, Dad, it's okay. And he can be awkward sometimes. I was like, listen, it's fine. I got it. I got I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got it. I appreciate it. So we were running late and I was like, I got to go. He was like, okay, we'll see you later.
Oh my God. Okay.
So it was a very interesting conversation with him.
Okay.
But obviously, like, I'm sure he knew.
Right.
Again, chopping all my hair off. And then I wore bow ties a lot.
I wore bow ties too.
Bow ties were my thing back then.
I used to do that too.
Really?
In high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you out in high school?
Yes, I was.
Okay. All right. Well, that's my coming out story.
Okay.
I didn't have any people who kind of shunned me except for people I knew in the past at the religious institution that I attended.
Gotcha.
Obviously, there was a lot of talk and a lot of gossip that got back to me, and that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But at this point in time, I'm confident. I'm happy with who I am.
Right.
I am who I am.
Yeah.
And it didn't bother me, and I didn't let it bother me. So that was nice. Yeah.
And did you come out to your friends before your parents?
I did. I came out to my best friend.
Nice.
Yes. And then obviously my other friends, they all knew. A lot of my sports coaches knew me during the time period of transitioning from dating a guy, and they said, why did you even do that? And
Valid.
It was everybody knew, and it's that point of when people know you better than yourself at that point, and obviously it's at an all women's college, so majority of them were gay. So like, yeah, we've just been waiting.
Oh my God.
Join the club.
Yeah. It's just been counting down the time. It's about time. Yep. That's funny. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that went so positively.
Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was a nice experience. And unfortunately, I know a lot of people don't have that type of experience. So I truly am grateful for my friends and my family. I love them dearly.
Oh, that's so good. That's so sweet. Period.
Yeah. So you were out in high school?
I was.
Okay. Yeah. I love that.
I came out when I was 14, actually.
No way.
Yeah. So, I mean, I dated a guy in like 8th grade and like, kid dating before then and everything like that. But it was very much like, hey, let's go play sports. Like, it was never anything else.
Yeah.
And then in high school, I remember I went to a tournament and like she was playing and I didn't know her at the time, but I was up in the bleachers and we just locked eyes.
Oh.
And then from there I was like, I feel something weird.
Yeah.
I feel something I've never felt before.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. So then I ended up tracking her down. And then we became friends.
Okay.
And we had mutual friends anyway, because a girl that I went to middle school with was actually friends with her little sister. Okay. And then we actually ended up being in high school together. My friend who we went to middle school with, and we played ball together. Yeah. So we ended up playing basketball together at high school. But other than that, like I ended up tracking her down. Like we ended up talking, we ended up getting together, things like that. But it was very like minuscule, like trying to learn each other because we were both each other's like first girls, basically. Yeah. But it was funny because like right before that, like most of freshman year, I was not really out. But I wasn't dating anyone. I was very much just basketball. Like, let's just do some basketball, Yeah. But my teammates, the seniors were like, you're gay. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, what are you talking about? And they were like, just come out already. Like, you're gay. I'm like, I'm 14. Like, leave me alone.
People know you better than you know yourself.
But she was like 17. I'm like, leave me alone. You don't even really like me.
Right.
Like, but after that, like, I was like, I didn't really, it's one of those things where like, you kind of know, but at the same time, you're like, there's not someone worth you like going through a bunch of trouble to really come out and things like that. Right. But then we started dating, and then I like came out. It didn't really come out to all my friends. It was very much just like, this is what it is. Yeah. And everyone was like, cool. Like nobody batted an eye. Yeah. Like all my friends were just like, cool, like nice.
Now, was your friend group, were a lot of them gay?
Well, a lot of them were basketball. Okay. I would say a good amount of my teammates were gay. But a lot of them weren't either, but it's just because like in the basketball world, I was always playing up too with travel ball. So like I was 14 and I was playing with 17 and 18-year-olds. Yeah. So it's like everybody was already out and already seeing everything. And not everybody was, gay or straight or anything like that, but it was just everybody like everything was normal and nobody was judging anything. So yeah, I mean, coming out to my friends, super easy. I mean, like I said, I didn't really come out. I was definitely the type to just be like, yeah, whatever, this is life. You know, like I didn't like put a lot of emphasis on it. And then I lived with my dad. So my parents got divorced when I was young as well. And I lived with my dad in high school. When I came out to my mom, it was very much just telling her that I had a girlfriend or whatever. And she was like, oh, cool. Like it was like nothing. Like she knew, like whatever. Okay. She has 2 other daughters. Like I'm not like her other daughters. Like
got it.
She knew 1000%.
She clocked it.
Yeah. My siblings, they knew as well. There was my brother was like, cool, little brother. Yeah. Love that. Like I have a little brother now. Like I'm not a boy, but you know, that was that. And then my dad was married to someone at the time, who was my stepmom, and I came out to them, but I only came out to them because my girlfriend at the time was moving, like to another state. And I was like, I need to go see her. Like I need to go see her one last time. Yeah. And put in mind, like we lived probably about an hour away from each other, and I'm 14. So like I don't have a car. Yeah. So I have to sit here and ask them to take me an hour away. Oof. And they're like, why would I drive you that far? And so then I was like, so I had to tell them that, you know, actually she's my girlfriend and I'd like to see her one last time because she's going to move. Mm-hmm. And so then like I was able to see her and everything like that. She just had her mom bring her out and I said bye and whatever. Oh, but nice. Like with my parents, like, I mean, with my dad and my stepmom, it was definitely like, meh. My dad is a military man and he is a gun-ho like pastor Christian man. So there was a lot with that. Mm-hmm. Honestly, like he wasn't very open to it at all at first. And like he said some pretty hurtful things. And, you know, he apologized for those things too. Now it's like, I mean, it's cool, but it is very much like I get treated like another son, which isn't like what it is, but it's okay. Right. But like I know during the time, like he did say some pretty hurtful things that made me like, okay, like, you man, like that's ridiculous. And so did my stepmom. It was like the same thing, but I'm really proud of myself because it never deterred me from who I am.
I love that.
And I was always very strong in who I was. Mm-hmm. And I was very much like, like, I don't care if you don't like it. Like, this is who I am. I have a lot of different beliefs now too. Like I used to be pretty Christian and now I'm more Buddhist than anything. Mm-hmm. And like my beliefs have completely shifted. My lifestyle, like my life in general has pretty shifted. So yeah, it was just, you know, it was definitely an experience, and I definitely resonate with a lot of people that went through some shit, like just being told hurtful things. Yeah. But I was never put out, you know, like I was definitely grateful that, you know, I still had a place to lay my head. Like it was never to that extent, but you know, it was very much like I got to have some strong personal and will so that I don't feel some type of way about the way my parents talk about me and think about me and everything like that. You know, he even told me that like my family, like my extended family, like had an issue with it and things like that. And I never had a relationship with my family, like my extended family. He didn't really want me to. Well, I've recently came into contact with like all of my cousins over there and things like that. And they were like, we literally don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like, most of like some of us are gay too. Yeah. Like we can love you. Like we just want to have a relationship with you. And I'm like, damn it. Like I wish I would have known.
Missed out on some years.
Right. Yeah, I missed out on some years, but you know, better late than never.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, my story is pretty simple. Yeah. I think a lot of it was just like I was a very strong-willed.
That's nice.
High school kid, and I came out young.
Especially that young. Yeah. It's impressive, and that's not how things are these days, especially with social media. Yeah. And all the influences that come with that. It's a lot scarier. Yeah. I think that having that level of confidence too, because, you know, I chopped off my hair, changed my wardrobe. And it was free. It was so freeing. Yeah. And I was, you know, successful in college. Oh, wow. Okay. I love that for you.
At 15.
Yeah. I was a little later of a bloomer.
That's I think. Okay. What age were you?
I was 19.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Okay. So 18 or 19 around there.
Okay.
And then once you did that, like I was living life. I was like, I don't give a f- what people think. I'm going to do what I want to do. This is what it is. And if they don't accept it, they don't accept it. And that's how I live. Yeah, exactly. And it was freeing, and people don't have that these days. And I'm glad that we were able to come out when we did, especially because society's changed so much in the past few years.
Right. And I think it also comes from like where I was too, like I was in a public school in Tampa, Florida, and Tampa, Florida was a little bit different back then too. Right. And I also had basketball. So like I had these communities that were very, very open to things. And I'm very, very grateful that that was what it was when I was growing up. Right. Like put in perspective, like my wife, I talked to her about stuff like that. And she was like, I didn't come out until like grad school, technically. Like she didn't come out until grad school. And she was like, I just didn't feel comfortable enough to come out in high school at all. And then in college, same thing, like didn't feel, and she was up in Maryland, and she didn't feel comfortable where she was at in particular. And I told her, and more so has to do with, you know, friend groups and what you're exposed to, and even sports and things like that. So
sports has a big one too.
Sports is huge. It just, you know, everyone's so consumed with the sport, you know, that I feel like they just don't really give a
Yeah. So you're going to be at practice 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Like,
they're like,
who cares?
Cool. I don't care what you're doing after 6 p.m., but like be ready for the full day. Like,
right. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what would you say to somebody who is trying to come out now, who's either 14, 15, or who's, you know, down their path a little bit more, college, grad school, even adults, even, you know, between 30, 40, 50 years old. Yeah. I've heard stories of women who are 35, they've divorced from their husband, and then they find the love of their life, and they, you know, it's hard for them to adjust to that as well. Yeah. What would you say to anybody who's looking for that advice?
I mean, I think there's a lot of happiness and a lot of freedom in just being yourself. And I think when you decide that you want to not be yourself or be in the shell or hide yourself, that's when unhappiness comes. Life's too short. We're all going to die one day, you know. Life is too short to just sit there and be like, I'm unhappy, you know what I mean? Like chase your happiness. I say that about everything. So coming out, a job, a place to live, like just do it, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like I said, my whole perspective has changed a lot in my life. I just believe in just being who you are no matter what. If people have an issue with it, fuck them, because there's going to be a bunch of people out there that don't. And at the end of the day, like, it's about finding your community, finding what sets your soul on fire, and chasing that.
I agree. I think another important part is finding somebody who you can confide in. Yeah. And that person who can give you that confidence throughout the transition of you going through this new phase. Mm-hmm. I think that's really important. If you have somebody who you can confide in, who's confident, you feel more confident. Yeah. And just saying, you know, this isn't how I want to live. You know, you touched on that a little bit. Yeah. Do what you want to do. Who cares? And I think a lot of people care too much about what others think.
1000%.
And that's not something that I battled with. I didn't care at that point, just because and that's tough. Yeah. It's tough to think that way. Yeah. And thankfully, I was in my own world, and I was like, I don't care. You know, you're in college, you're blindsided, away from home. It didn't matter. Nice. But, you know, in other contexts, if you don't have somebody who you can confide in and you can lean on for that support, it's much tougher. Yeah. But I would say find that one person who can be your champion. Yeah. And that'll get you through it.
Yeah. But it's definitely still possible without that. Because, like, you know, some people would then counteract it and be like, I don't have anyone. Right. You know, so don't let that deter you from still being true to yourself, because being true to yourself will help you find someone who is there for you and things like that. Like, as soon as I decided to have a mental shift and come into who I'm supposed to be, my friends came with. Yeah. Like, I ended up finding people who fit that life, you know?
That's fair.
So definitely don't let, like, other people and where other people are deter you from being you.
Yeah. Your confidence will attract them.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's beautiful.
Oh, I like that. Thank you. I am a poet, you know. I haven't written a poem in a minute.
Okay,
but
you'll have to share one eventually.
Well, I got a degree in creative writing.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, my bachelor's is in creative writing.
I love that.
I'm writing a book right now.
Okay.
It'll be a while.
Okay.
But it's a slow grind.
All right. What's the basis of the book? Can you share it or no?
It's like a lesbian dystopian kind of thing.
Is it like a fiction?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh. Okay. I want a copy.
I'll put you on the list, on the reminder list.
Great. Good.
When I get a draft going, we'll see. I'm
2036, I'll get a text. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
10 years. I would say that's about accurate. Yeah. I've written like chapter 1. Okay. Maybe chapter 2, but I know where we're going.
Okay. Yeah. As long as you have that direction, that's good.
I'm just, I'm swamped in life. You know that. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. All right. So we're going to transition from that. I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. So
This was real deep.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. I feel like we're closer after this.
I think so too. Yeah.
We're going to do rapid fire.
Okay.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
Ooh, Bow Wow.
Okay.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
Do you remember those magazines? And when we were younger, it was I can't remember the name of them, but it had all like the Disney characters in it, like the
No.
Hold on. Let me think.
Well, you said magazine, and no.
It had like the posters in it of like the boy bands and the Disney stars and all like Miley Cyrus and the celebrities.
Kind of.
Okay. Well, there was a magazine. I was obsessed with it because it had all the posters.
Mm-hmm.
So there was one that always had Dylan and Cole Sprouse in it.
Okay.
I was obsessed with them. They were my first celebrity crush.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I always thought Dylan was cooler than Cole.
See, I crushed on Cole harder.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. How far we've come.
Yeah. How far we've come.
But I will say first same-sex celebrity crush, Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff?
I just saw her in concert. She was here in Tampa like 3 weeks ago. Yes, and she sold out venues.
Wow.
On this concert. Did you not listen to her stuff?
No.
Oh,
not really.
Gosh, we'll have to play a snippet of
No,
something.
thank you.
Whatever.
Wasn't really my jam.
Fine. Anyway.
Was she's Lizzie McGuire, right?
Yeah, Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, it was not my jam.
Oh, I grew up watching Lizzie McGuire.
I watched it like once or twice and was like, eh.
Okay. All right. Well, she was I had posters everywhere. I'm talking, I had probably 6 and I would watch her concerts every night to like fall asleep. Mm-hmm. Someone could have told me then, but I was really young. So I guess nobody wanted to say anything. But as soon as you walked in my room, it was her face everywhere.
Wow. And
I have fulfilled that childhood dream of seeing her in concert 3 weeks ago.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
I love that for you. So I can't remember my first same-sex crush, honestly, because I've been out for 14 years now. I've had a lot. But I would say the one that remained consistent for a long time was Jessica Alba.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Okay.
I was always like, wow.
Yeah.
And Lauren London.
Lauren London.
Yes.
I don't think I know who that is.
What?
What is she, like an actress?
Yeah.
What has she played in?
A lot of movies.
Okay.
Hold on.
Maybe I'll know her if I see her face.
I'm showing you right now.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
We're the same age, right?
Me and you?
Yeah. Are you 30?
No.
Okay. First off, hold on. Reel that back in. I will be 31 in August in about 3. Okay.
What's that commemorating? Damn.
Great. I'll remember that.
Lauren London.
Okay. Yeah, I know who that is.
Lauren London.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But Jessica Alba was always a consistent.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Hilary Duff forever and always.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you keep that.
Great.
You got it. Don't worry. All right. Lesbian stereotype that you actually fit in.
I'm going to say, obviously, sporty, but I'm going to go with the golden retriever lesbian.
Interesting.
That's me to a fault.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. A little less energetic, though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe a golden retriever that's 7 or 8 years old. A little bit older, a little bit less energetic.
Okay. Okay. I understand. For me, I would say, that's a hard one. I mean, I would say basketball. I feel like that's a huge
sporty
stereotype. Yeah. I mean, I was always just been playing basketball since I was 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Playing with the boys, going outside.
Easy. Yeah.
That was always my thing. I would say everything else I like to combat on and everything.
All right.
Like I wore a dress in my wedding.
Yeah. So and the pictures were beautiful.
Thank you.
You both were stunning.
Thank you. So it's like, I don't really, I fit in as like a masculine, that's what this podcast is and everything. And I'm mostly masculine, but I like to pop out every once in a while.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. Yeah. I love that. All right. Lesbian stereotype you absolutely do not fit.
I don't know how to fix anything.
I was just about to say that was mine because I have no idea. My goal is to be able to have somebody come fix anything I need in life.
Yes.
Because what do you mean you need a Phillips or flathead? I can tell the distinction between the two, but ask me to do something else besides hand it to you.
Oh my God.
We're going to be there for a minute.
I mean, I can do that. I can do that. But like,
I can, but it's going to be a minute.
Oh
it's going to take an hour or two for whatever needs to be done.
oh my goodness. See, I meant more so like when it has to come with like electrical stuff. Like I don't know how to fix any of that.
Okay.
If you know, the dishwasher breaks, like I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
You know, I can fix something that has to do with screws. I know my screws.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know how to use a drill, but I can use a screwdriver.
Okay, see, I can put something into a wall with a drill.
Okay.
I've also learned how to use drywall.
Okay.
I forgot what they're called. It's like a drywall something you put in there before then you put the drill in for like heavy things.
Okay.
Recently learned that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you know the name of it?
I don't.
Okay.
No.
It's okay. Baby steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I put together my basketball hoop outside.
Okay.
It's a little wobbly, but it works.
Okay.
It's withstood a lot of tropical storms.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Is it sand or water that you?
Water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's doing enough. Didn't
Nice.
park in front of it for about 5 days when I first put it up just to make sure it didn't
Probably
fall
best,
down. But it hasn't fell down yet, so
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah. When I moved down here in January, I hired movers. And when they went to go put one of the bookshelves that I did by myself up, they said, "Who put this together? Did it come like this?" And I said, "Oh, I did that." They said, "Oh, okay." And then they didn't say anything else. And I was like, "What do you mean?" They said, "It's just a little wobbly, but that's okay. We'll fix it."
At least they fixed it. That's
Hey,
good.
it was built.
Yeah, as long
That's
as
it.
it gets the job done.
Right.
I feel like
Yeah. That's funny. I don't think I have any other ones, but I think that's the main one. I've been in settings before where people will say, "Oh, go get the lesbian."
Oh.
And I'm like, "Me?
Yeah. No.
I'm not
What am I
going to do
gonna
anything
Yeah.
for you."
Yeah. Oh, I would say another one. I feel like that there's this like stereotype that masculine lesbians cheat, and I've never cheated a day in my life.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never, and I never will.
Yeah,
But that
never will.
that's a stereotype. Yeah. That's,
Yeah, absolutely not.
It's awful.
People just cheat.
Yeah.
That's it. Period.
Okay. Period.
Yeah. Well, that was a great episode.
Yeah.
I thought that one was fun.
That was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice to get to know you a little better.
Yeah, same. Oh my God. It was so fun.
Until next time, I guess.
Yeah, until next time. And that concludes our episode of Hold Your Sports Bras. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Hold Your Sports Bras. And then, of course, you also have our personal pages at Tamry01.
Atlas with 3.
And we'll catch you in the next episode.
See ya.
Peace.